But let's talk about Craig's fight. What did you think of? And Craig won his fight, but he's also calling out Bo Nickal, which is interesting. So,
Well, the interesting thing about Paul Craig, he took on a super tough opponent from Brazil that had a submission win against Jacare of all people. Jacare. So the guy's no joke on the ground. So here Paul Craig is, and he's a good striker. Munoz is a good striker. So Paul Craig taking a challenge like that was very impressive. He was top 15 in the light heavyweight division. He's actually had a win against Jamal Hill. So Paul Craig is, he's credentialed. He's beat the champ. He's beat the champ in the fight already. And I think that's Jamal Hill's only losses to Paul Craig. So there you go. Paul Craig's the real deal, and he proved it again in the middleweight division. And he had a good showing. He had a real good showing. I mean, he survived when he was on the bottom a little bit, but he was transitioning. But then look what happened when he got on top of Munoz. Wow, he just delivered the hammers, man. He was relentless, and it was just like thinking, okay, maybe the guy can get out, Munoz can get out. I'm thinking, but man, he wasn't having none of that. None of that. He was just one after another, delivering punch, elbow, punch, punch, elbow. I mean, he's very impressive, very impressive. And you notice he also has a new set of hair.
yeah.
Yeah, so he went and had that done. I like the guy. I think it's pretty cool, and I think like you mentioned that his next call out, he wants the new middleweight phenom. He wants him as Bo Nickal as his next opponent. Um, I'm not sure I would risk Bo just right now, only because not because I don't think Mo can hang with him. It's just because of the experience. That's all. Maybe Mo can get another lesser level guy, high level but lesser level than that, then go to Paul Craig. Because one thing that Paul Craig can do is he can handle the ground. He's got great jiu-jitsu. Obviously, he's not going to handle with Bo's wrestling, right? But the ground game, he's more than adequate there. So the stand-up, though, it's like Bo Nickal's the real deal there. So, you can't just think, oh, I'm just facing a wrestler. You're facing an MMA fighter. Bo
And a
Nickal's is the
monster
real deal.
wrestler, not a regular wrestler. So,
No.
yeah.
No, he's got the whole ball of wax. But I'm just saying, if I'm on Bo Nickal's side and I'm managing him, and if I can avoid it, I would avoid him just right now, unless I'm training with Bo Nickal and I see what he's really got. But based on the word I get from the guys that are around the guy, he's a phenom. So maybe Paul Craig is not out of the question next. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's pretty competitive. That's definitely a jump up there. And he doesn't seem like he'd be afraid to get the ground with Bo. But what we saw the hands of Bo Nickal last time, we're like, whoa, there's some boxing there. There's some boxing in there. And what we're seeing is, Craig is more. I don't know. I mean, he's been working on his stand-up. He was not very stand-up heavy in the beginning of his career. Now he's
no. He was
right.
it was jiu-jitsu based, and now he has more stand-up. But he's too stiff compared to Nichols. Nichols is not stiff at all. He is very for an MMA guy or wrestling guy. His boxing is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. The way he comes in and out, then comes back in, comes out, then comes back in. His killer instinct is top notch. I'm expecting. I still want my prediction to come through. Bo Nickal and Hamzat, when one of them is champion. Not now. I want one of them to be champion and the other one challenge for the title. That's what I want to see. I think that's going to be a great fight to watch if it materializes like that. I don't know if it will, but that would be great to see them fight each other when one is champion, the other one's the contender. That would be a great fight for me. I think for the fans too.
I like that one too. That's a good matchup. They need to have you do some of the matchups sometimes there, Hav. Get in there and match it up. Any fights that you would make if you could just make fights whenever you wanted to?
Nah, not really. I just when I hear the matchup,
when you see it, you get interested, right?
Yeah, I get interested. Yeah, like